born in Sugar Land. Our first house was on Brook Street, and back then Sugar Land was a company town, and Brook Street was lined with company houses.
So hi everybody, I'm Donna Batten Molho.
I'm Debbie Dunlap.
And we are here on Brook Street because we noticed that our very first house that we lived in as kids is up for sale on Brook Street. And we thought, hey, we're coming over, we're gonna reminisce and talk about the old times.
Yeah, it was great. I had my best friend that lived across the street, the Warmkeys, and Mr. and Miss Hall, and all the Hall boys.
Susan Warmke.
The Binghams lived down the street, and my very favorite educator, first grade teacher, Miss Boatwright, lived right across the street.
Fun.
Yeah.
So it made me start thinking about some of the things that we did when we lived here. Do you remember every Easter we would get these little chicks from the Aliments?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes, they were different colors.
Yes. And I think one year I had a green one and you had a pink one.
Yeah. Those are fun memories.
Yeah.
I also remember that these brick sides used to be red. And when we sat on them, we'd get red all over the back of our legs.
So another thing I was thinking about, and I just had this conversation with someone. So the Warmkeys lived across the street, and oddly enough, y'all were such good friends that Susan's sister-in-law, Annette Warmke, she made
my wedding dress.
She made your wedding dress.
Beaded everything.
Yes.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yes.
And when I got in trouble, I couldn't go see Susan, so I would sit on the curb over there, and we'd yell at each other across the street. One way to get around timeout.
That's right. Just sit on the curb.
That's right. I think one of my favorite memories was going right down to the parking lot of Imperial Sugar, where the Lions Club had a carnival every year. So we could just walk down there, and they had all the little rides.
Yeah, somebody on the old Sugar Land Facebook page was talking about how much fun they had with the cakewalk.
I always want a cake at the cakewalk.
I never want a cake. I don't get it.
And you always knew in Sugar Land whose cake you wanted to win.
That's right. Which was whose?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Miss Harrington.
Yeah.
Who else?
Well, it didn't matter because they were all made with Imperial sugar.
That's true.
Our mother, Barbara, immigrated from England in her mid-20s, leaving behind her entire family to marry our dad, whom she met while he was overseas in the Air Force. She arrived on the scene in Sugar Land and quickly became the British lady with the best accent ever.
Our dad, Carlton, played basketball for Texas A&M while earning his degree. He and my mother were married in 1954 and moved to Sugar Land when my dad accepted the only job of his career with Imperial Sugar. Believe it or not, he accepted that job with just a handshake. We grew up being taught that our word was our honor.